morning, and or evening, depending upon where you are in the world. Today, I want to talk about the next pandemic plague that I believe is coming this year. I believe that uh, probably that either late summer, early fall, I believe we're going to be shut down again, and I'd like to go through why I believe that to be the case. So on the map, I have a map from May 1st, 2024, and um, this shows the different animals and people and whatnot that have had bird flu. This is primarily animals. We have anything from foxes to bear to what else do we have on here? Possums to dolphins. And what we see here is more and more species of animals are developing bird flu, and it's not just in cattle and birds, it's also in, many other things. Seals as another one. So this map's a little outdated. Some of the data for tracking this, it's doesn't seem to be very well tracked, at least perhaps it is, but the data isn't public. Um, so I'd like to go through a couple more things with you. The CDC has published a map for how many people this year have had bird flu. Currently, the number is three, one in Texas, two in Michigan. The issue I have with them is that these cases are some of them are from March. Some of the data they're reporting is 2 to 3 months old. Again, the concern I have there is that, well, what's the current data look like? Now, I've been following this reasonably close, and it's my belief that right around early April, the government went to the universities and panicked, if you will, because the government has claimed they don't know how to track this. Maybe they do, maybe they don't. Not really sure what to believe on that end, but nonetheless, when the government seems concerned about it, but then they tell the people everything is fine. So some of the universities, like the University of Minnesota, University of Wisconsin, and there's some others, have been testing, helping the government report and find ways to test and find bird flu. Um, so there was an article that came out here from CIDRAP. It's a department under the U of M, University of Minnesota, and it talks in here about 9 cities having um, animal and human waste in the wastewater, but having bird flu in that mix. They claim in this article basically that, there's nothing to worry about here, even though it's in 9 cities. It's probably just animal feces. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't, but I find that to be rather odd that they are pushing the narrative, don't panic, we're confident it's not in people. It's like, well, again, maybe that's the case. Just a little bit strange, and I'm not a wastewater expert, I'm not an engineer, I don't know how this works, but I just, what I've seen from studying this and reading the articles is that the narrative is all over the place. Um, yeah, the reporting seems to be very lackluster. Again, maybe I'm not looking in the right place, but it's not clear like it was with the John Hopkins map of COVID-19. Let's see. The last thing I want to show you here is from Twitter, now X, where Peter McCullough, who is famous for discussing some of the early solutions to COVID-19 and the downfall of the mRNA shots, is talking about bird flu spreading human to human and effectively talking about gain of function research as a cause and who the people are that are doing this. I think it's more than these two, but nonetheless, I guess we'll have to wait and see. Um, my concern is that people should not be working on gain of function for deadly diseases. Now, in terms of fatalities, about half of the barn animals, and particularly like barn cats, have died that have contracted bird flu. So I think that we're going to have some challenges going forward, and I think it's time for you and your family to prepare, get right with God, get some food. I think the markets are going to tank like you've never seen before, and I think we have some really rough seas ahead. So thanks everyone. Have a good day.